All right, today we're jumping into a really powerful idea from the 20th century mystic Neville Goddard. It's his whole philosophy that says you have the power to shape your own reality. So let's get right into it. Now, I want you to just pause for a second and really think about this. What if everything you experience, wasn't just happening to you, but was actually coming through you? What if your consciousness wasn't just, a lens you look through, but the actual projector creating the movie of your life? Okay, so the foundation of this whole framework, it's a pretty radical idea. It's the concept that there's only one substance, just one single cause for everything that exists in the entire universe. And that one thing, it's consciousness. So, according to Goddard, your consciousness, that's the only reality there is. I mean, everything you see around you, your job, your relationships, even the chair you're sitting on, they're all just products of your own consciousness. They aren't separate things out there. They're actually extensions of you. And this quote from Neville really drives it home. It's not just that your consciousness sees reality. It actively becomes whatever it conceives itself to be. So if you feel and believe you're poor, you become poor. If you truly feel secure, well, you become secure. It's a direct one-to-one relationship. So, okay, that's the big picture. But how does this, universal consciousness actually work for us on a personal level? It all comes down to our most basic sense of self, that simple, powerful feeling of I am.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Look at this distinction here. On one side, you have I am. That's just pure being. It's the core awareness that you exist, and that part of you never, ever changes. But then on the other side, you have everything we attach to it. I am strong, I am poor, I am secure. These are what Goddard calls our concepts of self, and they're just different ways we've shaped that one core substance.
So here's the bottom line. The world you see around you, it's a mirror. It's a direct reflection of what you believe about yourself. So if you want to change your world, you don't go out there and fight the circumstances. Nope. You change your concept of yourself right here, on the inside. Right, so this all sounds fascinating in theory, but you're probably thinking, how do I actually do this? Well, thankfully, Goddard gives us a very practical tool. He calls it the law of assumption. And this is the real engine of change. It's not about hoping for something or wishing for it. It's about assuming it's already done. You have to embody the feeling of your wish already being a fact. And if you can hold on to that feeling, if you persist in it, your outer world literally has no choice but to change and match it. And listen, the key word in all of this is feeling. This is not just a mental exercise, not just positive thinking. It is about completely embodying that state. The goal is to make your imagination, your inner world, so real, so vivid, that it actually feels more real than the physical world you can see and touch. Okay, so let's break this down into a clear, actionable method that you can actually use. It's really a three-step process. First, you need a desire. Not just a passing thought, but a real intense, burning desire to be, do, or have something different. Second, you get your body really still and relaxed. Think of that state right before you fall asleep. The point is to quiet the external world. And then the third step, the most important one, you just immerse yourself in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You experience it in your imagination right now, as if it's already a done deal. Not something that's going to happen, but something that is.
Okay, but does this stuff actually work in the real world? Great question. Let's look at a case study from Neville's own teachings to see this whole principle in action.
So check out this situation. We've got a soldier stationed in Louisiana in 1943. He desperately wants an honorable discharge, but his request has been flat out denied. The circumstances here, they look impossible, right? It's the middle of a war. His CO said no. That's it. Game over. By any normal logic, this guy's completely stuck. But watch what happens. For 8 nights in a row, this soldier completely ignores his physical reality. He ignores the army cot, the sounds of the barracks, and instead he falls asleep feeling that he's already back home in his own apartment in New York City. He feels the bed, he sees the room. And for 8 nights, nothing happens on the outside. But then on the 9th day, out of the blue, a whole series of seemingly random natural events start to unfold. This is what Goddard calls the bridge of incidents. And this chain of events leads him directly to his goal. He gets his discharge. The outside world literally rearranged itself to match his persistent inner feeling. This story, and really this entire philosophy, it all points to one incredibly powerful conclusion. You are not at the mercy of the world.
You are its cause. The real takeaway here, the thing to remember, is that to change your life, you don't change the world. You change the feeling of who you are. And this leads to another huge idea. Creation is finished. Now that's a profound statement, so what does it mean? It means that everything you could ever possibly desire, every version of reality you could ever want to experience, it all already exists. It's not something you have to build from scratch. It's something you simply select by choosing which state of consciousness you want to occupy. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. If you are the one and only cause of your world, what will you choose to assume next?